Hi. So, when we left off, Shoshana had run into her mother when they were at the frozen yogurt place, and she was with Chase. And seeing as Chase is her family's mortal enemy, ooh, was mom mad. Ooh, just did we'll talk about this. Trust me, by the time we're through, your ears will be blistered. That's never good. Never good. Mom calls dad, who actually leaves work early to come home and talk to me. It's as if they've discovered I have a secret criminal life, like I'm counterfeiting $100 bills on a printing press behind the old ski suits in the basement. He tries to sound reasonable. We want you to be free to discover who you are. We've never put limits on that until now, I say sarcastically. We never thought we had to, my mother explodes. Look, Shosh, you know us. We don't tell you who to be friends with, but him? He is the worst kind of bully, the kind who ruins lives. Your brother's life, for one. We're not friends, I defend myself. At least we didn't start out that way. Chase is in video club now. Doing my contest entry on Mr. Solway was his idea. I didn't want to say yes, but the old guy is so perfect. And it never struck you as suspicious that this boy, who made a career out of tormenting Joel, should suddenly turn his attention to you? Dad challenges. Of course I did. I hate Chase Ambrose. I mean, I hate that Chase Ambrose. But he's so different now. He's not a bully anymore. He doesn't remember anything that happened before his accident. That's convenient, my father says bitterly. I thought so too, I admit. I was positive he was faking the amnesia stuff. But there's just no way. Nobody is that good of an actor. And you know what? They aren't going to want to hear it, but it needs to be said. We weren't friends at the beginning, but I think we're kind of turning into friends now. I like the new Chase. My mom recoils, honestly, like I just slapped her. Your brother, she begins, her voice shaking, is completely unhappy attending a school he hates instead of at home, living the life he is entitled to. And the reason is that boy you're so quick to defend. I don't know if he's changed, and I don't care. The person he was broke up this family. What he did to Joel is unforgivable. That means he can never be forgiven. Dad glares at me. I'll bet you haven't told Joel who you're buddy with these days. How would you ever explain that to him? That hurts because he's exactly right. Fine, I confess. I never said anything to Joel. Well, maybe I should have. You can't be serious, my mother exclaims. What possible good could come from that? An idea is forming in my head. Kind of a wild idea, but it's making more and more sense the longer it sits there. You said it yourself. Joel is lost at boarding school. I think he's more unhappy than he ever was when he was here being bullied. And whose fault is that? Mom demands. Your new friend, that's who. Can we just talk about Joel for 1 second and leave everybody else out of it? He's so depressed at Melton, and maybe he doesn't have to be. What are you saying? My father asks. Chase bullied Joel to the point where he had to get out of town. But that Chase doesn't exist anymore. What if we're keeping Joel at boarding school for nothing? They stare at me. You mean bring him home? The reason for him to be somewhere else doesn't exist anymore. Chase has changed. Aaron and Bear are still jerks, but Chase was always the ringleader. I'm not saying it'll be perfect, but Joel should be here. Joel wants to be here, and I'm pretty sure he can be here. I brace myself, expecting them to go off on me. I'm crazy. I'm dreaming. I'm gambling with my brother's life. Instead, dead silence. At last, my father finds his voice. What if you're wrong? I have no answer. I only know that I want my brother back. I've wanted it since the day he left for Melton. And then there's a text message. Shosh 466. Joel, we have to talk. She's going to tell him. Oh my gosh. I can't blame her parents for being angry. As a parent, I would probably be the exact same way. I think if one of you, my adopted kids were in this situation, I would feel the same way. I would question so much why you're hanging out with this person who is tormenting you. As a matter of fact, I have questioned that with a few of you. Um, but oh my gosh, it's like, how is her brother going to react to this? Is he going to believe it? How can she prove to them and to everyone else that Chase really has changed? It's that whole, does Chase deserve to be forgiven? Does he deserve a second chance? He is a different person now. It'd be a lot easier if we just made good choices and were kind to people the first time through. Think about it. All right, I'll catch you next time. Have a great day, everybody. Stay healthy, be kind. Bye.